pointing out that the drinking water problem in Hyderabad and Secunderabad was getting more serious day by day. The citizens of Twin Cities have resolved at its meeting held on 2nd March 1987 to suggest to the Chief Minister that Krishna water be brought by railway tankers to augment supply in the Twin Cities to get over the present scarcity. They recalled that a few years ago, drought hit Madras was supplied with water from Vijayawada by special tanker trains. Resolved that the Chief Minister be requested to approach the Union government to make railway tankers available for bringing river water to Hyderabad. Draft a letter to the Honorable Chief Minister on the above lines. Mr. Justice Chowdhury of the Andhra Pradesh High Court on Friday, the 27th of February 1987, set aside the appointment of four lecturers in Osmania University's Department of Applied Chemistry. The judge allowed the writ petitions filed by the research degree holder and another possessing equal qualification who were not selected by the selection committee. The judge held that the action of the interviewing committee was improper in equating PhD degree holders with non degree holders on the ground that their work has equivalent to a doctorate degree. Draft a judgment. In Guntur district, there is a lot of demand for opening of English medium schools. For lower KG, government's policy is to discourage English medium schools. A number of private managements have started English medium schools without prior permission. District Educational Officer has refused recognition to these schools. Students have to appear for the 7th class common examination to be held in May 1987. Parents are demanding that the students be permitted to appear for the 7th class examination. Write an official letter from the district educational officer to the director of school education seeking clarification on the above. Recently, a delegation of the Government Degree Colleges Teachers Association, Andhra Pradesh, met the Chief Minister and brought to his notice the agreement reached between the association and the government on April 4, 1986 on the following. A. The terms relating to sanction of 1 month salary as advance. B. Transfer of teachers and withdrawal of all cases filed against the teachers during the strike period. They recalled that the government had gone back on its commitment to issue orders on the terms agreed to earlier. They demanded earlier issue of orders by the government on the accord. The Honorable Chief Minister had promised to issue written instructions to the Education Minister. Draft proceedings of the meeting with the Chief Minister. Draft a message from Chief Minister on the eve of Independence Day touching progress made by Andhra Pradesh during last 50 years in various fields and wishing the people peace, prosperity, wealth, health and bright future in the coming years. Delivering the T.T. Krishnamachari Memorial Lecture at Madras, the former governor said, 5 years I delivered a lecture in this very city on the roots of corruption. At that time it generated a great deal of interest, but what drew the people's attention was the exposure of the facts of corruption which I made, as if till then what had been looking at everybody did not exist. But what I considered the more valuable part of that lecture, namely the changes in the constitution which I had urged as at least a partial remedy for the deterioration of our public life, was soon forgotten. Perhaps the idea was put forward before its time and suffered the normal fate of such ideas. I had said then that as the present situation was quite comfortable for those who were part of the system and who alone could change it. It was not likely that any change would take place unless a crisis arose. It seems to me that the kind of crisis that I had then envisaged is either upon us already or will soon be, for the tensions in our body politics are much more severe than they were 5 years ago, are not being contained within the system and are likely to increase because there are really no solutions for them in the short term. And it is the short term alone to which the present system addresses itself. We see today that there is a separatist movement in certain parts of North India accompanied by violence against innocent victims. There is a challenge there also to the secular basis of our state. Communal violence breaks out throughout the country at the least possible excuse. It is impossible for common to obtain justice. Calls for strikes and agitations are given by sectional leaders, much to the hardship of the common man. The system does not seem to be able to respond either in time or with sufficient force to these threats to our continued existence as a stable, secular, and unified state. Indeed, the system seems to be as designed as to encourage these divisive tendencies, for it is rousing the passions and conflicts that politicians and political parties gain prominence, influence, popularity, votes, and power. It is the realization of this danger that has led to a revival of interest in the subject of constitutional change. A group of eminent persons presented a plea calling for a national debate to review our present political institutions and discuss their reform. It is to this national debate that I propose this evening to give my suggestions. If in doing so I request to some extent what I said 5 years ago, I make no apology, for public memory is short, and as the experts remind us, it is only by continuous repetition that the message spreads. I shall attempt also to elaborate on my earlier suggestions. It is more than clear that mere change in our constitution or even a wider change in our political institutions will not by itself remedy the many ills from which we suffer. The causes for these ills cannot be quickly or easily removed. The diseases are old and, like all chronic diseases, will take time to cure. The object of the change in our political institutions should therefore be threefold. The first fold should be to establish an institutional framework which will have the strength to withstand the attacks on the unity, integrity, and stability of our country long enough to give us the time that is needed to cure these ills.